Alright, so as expected, we have the Game & Watch versus the Jigglypuff. Strategy-wise, as I was saying earlier, it might just come down to GR putting out a lot of aerials, not being able to get away with neutral air maybe as much. But at the same time, Jigglypuff might be able to get like pound quite a bit more and float around those aerials, but not going to get too many like aerial combo extensions because of Game & Watch's up B. Yeah, if he just is mashing that, he's gonna be able to get out of even some like pseudo true combos if Poda doesn't keep things clean enough, essentially. Let's see. Yeah, I put it backwards. My bad.
Right. No, JR up to a bit of a lead here. Able to, like you said, capitalize with the aerials.
And I mean, there could be a lot of baiting in as well by using that up smash. That with the Game & Watch armored up smash could work a lot for. I mean, Poda feeling like he can approach, but at the same time, it seems like in general Poda's having a tough time just engaging with any kind of aerials.
Yeah. It's hard to get in on Game & Watch. If he just holds shield, that's like, what are you gonna do?
Oh, going so deep. Missing the tech, but has a few more jumps to work with. Air dodge, not gonna get you there, unfortunately.
Here comes the Game & Watch combos, up airs, into up B.
Yeah, JR kind of running away with a full stock lead at this point. Poda just having such a tough time getting in. Yeah, it feels like at this point, pace-wise, Poda's just being able to get, like, chip damage with an aerial at a time.
It's tough to really, like, when you're a combo-based character, play against Game & Watch because you can just get out everything so quickly.
Yeah. And, I mean, a lot of Jigglypuff's advantage against so much of the cast, too, is edge guarding and that offstage pressure. So, Game & Watch kind of having such a free recovery if they have the time and space to get the uppie out, it makes things so much harder.
Not touch that matchup here, but see what they can do.
Yeah, Poda's working around it, maybe learning the matchup as we go as well.
It will get some damage in there. Hopefully they can take the stock soon. And, okay, going real deep with that set. What I don't know what that was called. Everyone calls it something different.
Yeah, I think it's chef.
Okay.
And you're tossing bacon.
Yeah.
Oh, getting the hard call out on the key.
Eating that down air.
Yeah, that was huge. Obviously taking advantage of the opportunities that he's given. And...
oh, not able to get the flat finisher from off stage.
Oh, the double forward air working out for Poda that time around. The footsies in this matchup just seem so tough. Dash attack not going to take it just yet, though. Oh.
And it's just like Poda playing really patient here, but it will get punished off stage.
And I mean, Jigglypuff already being at such a high percent, I was still kind of alarmed that that up B sent as strong as it did to kill off stage.
How light she is.
Yeah.
Gotta kill someone.
Ooh, Poda's used quite a few jumps so far, but okay. Gonna get even a combo at a disadvantage there.
We're able to fight their way into this game pretty well. And, oh, and this is the up air off the down throw.
Alright. Poda trying to get out of disadvantage. GR just doing so much pressure off stage. And gets a big punish here for shielding that forward smash. Poda just trying to get the second stock off to even things up, but having to do some risky stuff to get there. Ooh, okay. Catching the high recovery. Oh! Yeah, JR just absolutely getting out of that situation. I think that maybe down air in that situation and maybe just at that percent wasn't going to be true to anything. Right there. I was gonna close it out here soon. Yeah.
So light, just any smack it back up. No.
And the neutral feeling so heavy, like back and forth. But I mean, we're coming towards the 2-minute mark in the match, so it doesn't feel like it's been such a long game. but at the same time, both players have been really holding on to their stamina neutral-wise.
Yeah, these characters are living pretty long for how light they are.
Yeah.
It's kind of surprising.
Alright, up throw should not do it just yet, but you're going to attack on quite a bit more damage there.
And I don't think Game Watch is a kill throw, so
Yeah, I would...
Healing is always a good option if they don't have a kill throw. But,
Okay, yeah, and the chair finally going to do it there. Contesting Poda, just like not snapping immediately to ledge, and end up taking the first game with it. And I think honestly that might have been the first time we saw chair in the matchup, because so much of the game Poda was in the air, and so you don't need to put out grounded moves, but that offstage call out was pretty nice.
I think I said K. Other banning.
Oh yeah.
Can't figure out what page we're going.
You can actually play Rush in the Carne Asada corner if it's open.
Yeah.
Chair kill count 1. Love to see it. Give him the chair! But it's going into game 2, I'm expecting kind of a similar pace unless one of these attendee or competitors has kind of caught on maybe drastically when it comes to the other's neutral. But I mean, the pace that JR was kind of playing this matchup seemed to be very safe and definitely worked out before, so we're probably not going to see too much of a mix-up from JR. But it's more like when Poda is learning when they can go in and engage Game & Watch. But I feel like Poda is realizing more than not that so many approaches that Jigglypuff has against Game & Watch are just so high risk. Both players kind of going back to that safe neutral, kind of waiting there patiently. Okay, going off stage, but JR going with the deep recovery there. Using the up special and then air dodging afterwards. Jeez. Okay, gets the down air, evening up the percents. Man, that back air almost taking it. I don't know how many jumps Poda's used so far, but air dodge is back to ledge safely. Gonna reset back to center stage. JR stealing center stage by using the parachute. But overall, a very patient and diligent match from both players here. Okay, forward throw gonna set up a good edge guarding situation, but JR recovering super high that time around and giving the Poda the chair once again. Oh. Oh my gosh. How many backers was that from JR, but and still ended up getting the edge guard with the up special. Man, was so patient to pressure Poda way out there too.
That's a turn.
Oh, Turn's returning the commentary. Thanks, Turn.
I felt like I had to after all of those 6 back airs off stage in a row.
No, you're like, wait a minute. I got something to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so many.
Yeah.
Really testing the limits of Game & Watch offstage pressure because Poda can spend so much time off stage, but
Yeah.
it's just, yeah, it seems so hard that a lot of Poda's like stocks to be taken off stage just get negated by JR's recoveries.
Game & Watch's recoveries off stage really invalidate a lot of edge guards that characters have. Just because he up B's so fast and has a hitbox the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, but kind of going back to neutral, JR, I know, has been so patient about playing advantage state and forcing the opponent to approach, so not surprised to see him continue to make things, or keep things slow, but
Yeah.
pressuring off stage when he can. Chasing Poda all the way around, and air dodging to make it all the way around with him. That was a full stage rotation for both characters. That was crazy.
Yeah. JR really just kind of covering himself in hitboxes for his neutral game plan, it looks like. Like, Jigglypuff's gonna have a hard time coming in if you have to get through a wall of nair.
Yeah,
Or back
exactly.
air, right? Gets a nair there, that kills.
Yeah, the
That was-
strong hit finally taking the stock from across stage.
Yeah, extremely high percent. That's where you see there's a full hop nair, full hop aerial, full hop aerial. You gotta really have the timing down.
Oh man, but the dash back forward smash. Just a quick mixer from JR is going to take that stock finally. And a lot more dancing around stage from JR to kind of just give Poda the ruse to approach once again. Uses
floating around
almost every jump. Yeah.
Very smart, very patient from Poda coming back there.
Yeah, the drag down, Nair into parachute once again. Gonna keep JR safe. And then, the corner pressure from Jigglypuff just isn't so intimidating when it comes to Game & Watch's options.
Seems like JR is opting for options that put Jigglypuff above him. Because that's kind of a weak point for Jigglypuff to be in.
Yeah, landing, or landing on top of Game & Watch especially. Oh, yeah, Poda going for the hard call at that time. That honestly might have taken the stock. That forward smash is super strong.
Trying to cover himself with bombs, but those hitboxes just breaking through that.
Yeah.
Getting Poda a stock there.
Yeah, that back air being kind of a Jigglypuff's like a fifth smash attack essentially. Having so many strong hits from the air.
Exactly. Are you gonna float around the bacon again? Grabbing ledge to get the jumps back.
Yeah, geez.
Yeah.
But JR's still following up. Throws that super high piece of bacon.
Yeah.
But a last stock situation. We're just under the 2-minute mark too. I think both players realizing, or just knowing the extent of their character in this matchup, right? Like, Poda's not doing anything overtly unsafe, but just getting caught by a lot of JR's pace setting.
Yeah. And the difficult thing I see from Poda's perspective here is normally in this situation, a Jigglypuff would be looking to throw you off stage and get some kind of crazy gimp.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
But that's just so hard against Game & Watch, and you have to just play completely honestly, all the way from your 5% to like 120.
Yeah, until you finally get that whiff hit, right?
Exactly.
But game 2 going to JR over Poda, and the pace having gone relatively similar to the first game. both me and Turn kind of taking a second to stretch and reset with this long set in front of us.
High and the mic is here, and I have to like bend all the way down here.
Oh man, I hate the booger green color Game & Watch.
The color change
It
for
hurts
Game &
me
Watch.
so much.
This looks like the color I would choose when I decide to play Toxic Game & Watch. When I decide to time out my opponent, this is the color I would pick.
But I think all 3 games so far have been to small battlefield. Maybe just a neutral pick for both players, but at the same time, we saw what Poda could do with Smash Phil earlier, just their confidence at using their character there, but I'm surprised to see them not try to go for like just a stage counter pick.
Yeah, the up air pressure just keeping Jigglypuff in the air. It's rough.
Yeah, no, that like air dodge thing is so annoying.
Yeah.
And like I keep thinking to myself, like you have to air dodge straight up.
I know.
Can't do You know, you actually really weird.
Oh, get through the
just
chef.
Nair going through the bacon there. And weaving around the up smash. Trying to catch the jump with the back air. Getting kind of a read on JR's movement a little bit. Just looking for the right methods to punish here. Yep, trying to challenge the slow float down. Yep.
Oh, and the strong hit of Nair taking it there.
Strong hit of Nair can kill.
And
Especially at the ledge.
sorry to kick you off commentary Turn, but you can go play Aloha if you'd like to.
Huh, I would not like to do that.
Actually, no, thank you. Alright, but Poda with a stock lead for the first time so far in the 3 games played between these 2 players. I'm excited to see if JR feels like they have to approach at this point, but the game plan's worked so far with kind of forcing Poda to approach because so many of Jigglypuff's options just seem so unsafe in this matchup so far, but...
Watch it down tilt out of nowhere.
Yeah, and we saw the taunt from JR after getting that stock from behind, which was, I mean, the first time we've seen that situation.
You know, it's good. You always gotta be your #1 hype man.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's cool and fair to taunt in game and then be like a homie to the
Taunt
player.
in real life.
Yeah. Oh, and then in real life too. No, but like if you're taunting in game to like trigger your opponent, that's a strategy.
It's true.
But then as long as you give them like a good firm handshake or a fist bump afterwards and
Good games only.
are a homie afterwards, then things are all good. But oh, gets to sing. Whoa, rest kill. Oh, but misses
He
it.
mashed.
Yeah, JR mashing
What the heck? That
Not
doesn't
only
vary.
mashing in general, but also mashing the spot dodge.
Just comes naturally to Game and Watch players. Ooh, full tilt.
Okay.
Yeah, I noticed I got a parry on like the first hit of Jigglypuff down air, and then I was able to jab.
Oh,
So
really?
there's probably
There's
like a
gap
good
in there?
amount of gap.
Oh,
between
interesting.
them. At least the first to second one, I don't know.
Oh, but the offstage key is going to take that second stock. Poda having to work from behind once again. I mean, all the stocks so far in the last 2 games, especially JR, has been ahead. So at least had the opportunity once to be ahead in stocks to kind of see what that was like against JR, but now working from behind once again.
JR's been grinding these weight and cake brackets, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And showing all the experience that he's acquired over the last 10 years of the monastery.
The monastery. Yeah, a monastery paired with a hyperbolic time chamber. I don't know what else is going to level you up, man.
And so walling out Jigglypuff with the back airs.
Yeah, I like what
Reminiscent of Melee.
Turin had said earlier on commentary in this set was that JR's just kind of turning himself into a hurt box the entire time, like throwing out hitboxes almost
And if you
constantly.
get hit, it's your fault.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh.
Oh, that was a really good catch. Game and Watch up, he's kind of being broken though.
And the stock's being evened up, but oh man, okay.
Yeah, that was kind of scary compared to JR.
And a lot of what I see too is people get intimidated when they see Game & Watch at ledge, but there's not much Game & Watch can do from ledge except for like drop down nair. And so if
Right.
you wait that out, sometimes you can get
Yeah, you only need to worry
a
about
good
like,
option.
the-
Oh yeah, but calling out the air dodge that time and punishing him for it, that's a 3-0 for JR over Poda, but a very long 3-0, but that's just coming down to the diligence between both of these players in this matchup. And we're gonna find out who we can put on stream next. Russian Fuck Nasty played. Poda and Carta just played on stream. JR can